Go live. Let me turn the music down. Let me crank it down. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another Rokoko Office Hours. I'm Sam Lazarus, Creative Director for Rokoko. And, you know, if you haven't been here before, this is just a time when we're live. We usually do like a project or do something in the background, but, you know, the chat is open. And today, what we're going to be doing is just straight up motion capture. We're just making mocap today, and we are going to make a free mocap pack that we'll give out on our free resources page. Let me move these guys. Don't cause feedback. And yeah, we're gonna record the mocap. We're gonna edit it. We're gonna export it out. And if we have time, maybe we'll pull it into Unreal, because I've been spending a ton of time in there recently preparing and finalizing our Unreal workflow, which is coming just as soon as it gets done. Just keep finding new things to add to it. So that is coming. What's going on, Monster of Truth? What's going on, Dane? But yeah, let's get into it, you know? So let's jump into my little desktop view here. And so if you go to rokoko.com, may or may not know this, and you go to resources, we have a free 3D assets page. And there's this amazing, there's a couple amazing ebooks actually. And we can search by, you know, if we click see all free resources, it just comes down here. But but if we, you know, click ebooks, we have a couple, like these are really in-depth ebooks that we worked with people to develop, worked with some people in-house, but then also some outside kind of subject matter experts. They're really in-depth if you want to get into rigging, and you know, Unity animation, mocap animation specifically, mocap animation, game development. Just great resources here. Free mocap, of course, as well, and we're going to be adding today's variety pack kind of to here. And then we have 3D assets, and we're going to be adding an Unreal section here where we're going to have project files, but then also some bone maps and things like that to make an IK rig assets and things like that that'll make hopefully working with Rokoko motion capture in Unreal a little bit easier. But again, today, you know, we are just making motion capture. So I'm jumping into Rokoko Studio. I got my suit half on. We'll put it on in a second. But I'm going to create a new project. I'm going to call it 231026, right? 26, yep. Office Hours Mocap. And we'll just call this Mocap 01. And there we go. So we have a brand new scene in Rokoko Studio. I'm going to move this down. I'm actually going to make myself a lot bigger. We're going to have to get rid of this sexy blur. I'm always so sad to lose my sexy blur. No background blur. And what we're also going to do is we're going to import a character that we're going to be using. So I have this Spider-Man character that I auto-rigged on Mixamo, and we're going to be using Spider-Man while we do our motion capture in real time, just to give it a little bit more personality and, you know, have a little bit more fun. And so Monster of Truth. Oh, that's so great. I'm so happy that that last live stream was helpful. Yeah, last live stream we went through a great Blender workflow for retargeting that, I mean, a lot of these things have been out there, but it's just hard to find them, and it takes me a long time to find them. But there's good workflows out there for mocaps. It's kind of hard to use. UE skeleton. Nice. That's great. Yeah, IK rigs. That's what we're doing in our tutorial. It's going to be coming out, I guess, next week now. Okay, but let's jump into this suit. Oh no. Stuck. Yeah. And we're also gonna do one of these. Do one of those. Okay. And so yeah, I'm in a Rokoko Smartsuit Pro II already. You know, it takes me about 60 seconds to get into this thing from start to finish. If you want to see me do it, I usually do it on stream. I just didn't today because we're going to keep things a little bit, you know, moving along today, trying to. So I will just zip up. You can see the top half takes no time at all. Take my beanie off and put on my head sensor. Then my beanie can go back on. You know, it's better than the headband look, I find. Although I'm getting more used to the headband look. Beanie secured. Excellent. I roll up my sleeves a little bit because we're also going to be using some Smartgloves. So this is Rokoko's hand and finger mocap solution. And full performance capture bundle, I think, runs $3,500 now. Very affordable relative to other solutions on the market. And especially our hand capture. I think gloves are $1,000. But we have discounts and stuff that we run every once in a while. We have a webinar that's going to be coming up soon. We'll probably be doing giveaways and like raffles on that and maybe discount codes. So stay tuned for that. There we go. Completely on, ready to go. Just need to plug in my generic battery pack. I'm already connected to the same Wi-Fi network as my computer. So we're just going to see me pop up in the scene here in a second. It's going to look pretty weird to start. 1 cup of coffee drink is how long it takes to load in your character. There we go. We are going to add my smart suit. No, first we need to make an actor. I don't have an actor in my scene. So an actor profile, this is just has some of my measurements. It has my arm span. It has my height. And we're going to assign my mocap suit to this actor profile that has my measurements. And that will make our motion capture a lot more accurate, robust, better. So here, I want to show more. I'm going to have to make this smaller, I'm afraid. Okay, that'll be fine. That'll be just fine. Here, let's move the camera over. And you can see this looks pretty weird because we haven't done a calibration. We need to do 1 calibration. Takes 3 seconds for Rokoko. I'm actually still wearing Crocs right now, so I'm going to do another calibration. I mean, I probably don't need to, but I'm going to be working in socks today, not in Crocs. Although, maybe it's good to do it in Crocs because if you walk kind of slightly differently when you're in socks, I find, as opposed to shoes. So we've got our Spider-Man character here in the scene. If I drag it onto my actor profile, there we go. This was just a Mixamo character that was auto-rigged, and now I'm controlling it in real time. So awesome that you can do this. Really unique to Rokoko too, just so easy to do. You can pull in Unreal skeleton characters, and then like we can do things like, you see the shoulders are a little bit bunchy. Let's go and adjust shoulders, bring the shoulder height down slightly. I'll do it a lot so you can see it. Boop, boop, boop. Bring the shoulder down slightly, maybe shift the shoulders forward. Oop, thinking. Forward slightly. There we go. Look at that. Looking good. Weird thumbs because of Mixamo. But there we go. You know, that easy. Next time, can you do a live demonstration in Motion Builder? I don't even have Motion Builder installed right now, but I could. I should. Yeah, we have old tutorials for Motion Builder that I don't think Motion Builder has changed all that much, honestly, in the last 4 years. So we have tutorials on Motion Builder on our channel. You can check those out. That's a good place to start, maybe. Bundle this weekend with the Coil Pro. Have you ever tried on a treadmill with the Coil Pro? I have not tried that yet. Coil Pro, we are finishing up development on it. And so Rokoko's in Denmark, I'm in California, United States, so I'm so excited to get my updated prototype of the Coil Pro, and we can start showing it off a little bit on the stream, because I have an old, very rough, like 3D printed version of it that it works, but is not full functionality, so coming. Yeah, Coil Pro is awesome, though. Boom! Love the coil, the cursor test on the Coil Pro. Such a crazy thing. If you haven't seen that, go to our channel, type in cursor test. Yeah, you can see these thumbs are a little wonky. It's just the way it is. We could correct that in, post. But okay, so for motion capture today, I'm gonna do a bunch of things that I have in my head, but if there are specific things that you think you want to see, throw it in the chat and we'll do it. I want to do like idols, cinematic idols, just do a pack of fun motion capture of like, what would I use for a small little social video of a character like standing in front of a fire or like on a landscape or maybe driving, right? Driving a spaceship or, just shooting a gun, quick drawing a gun, or, doing simple things that hopefully will be usable quickly and people would find useful. And then at the end, we're also going to be using this guy, which just started shipping, and the units are out and about in the world now. But this is the facial motion capture Headrig that we just put out. Ooh, Rokoko branded. And we're going to be using this, and we're going to be making a ARKit idol that is like you could just throw onto a metahuman and or another ARKit rigged character, and it would it's just like blinking and looking around and squinting your eyes. It's just kind of good to have a little motion on characters. So how far away can you record the suit with decent motion capture from the router and PC without the coil? We say, it's as far as your Wi-Fi network is. Like for me, pretty far. I'm using a dedicated router. I'm on a 5G channel. If I'm in a room, like what would a good room be? Like a big, I would recommend staying in like a really, like a photography studio, that kind of size, like a big cavernous room. If you have walls between you and the router, the amount of distance shrinks. If you're on 2.4G, the distance actually increases, but the quality can be not as reliable. So it depends on the Wi-Fi that you're using. But with a 5G router, like a whole basketball court would be fine. If you put the router in the middle of the basketball court, a whole NBA, bottom basketball court you would get. And then you would have to do cleanup, in Rokoko Studio for walking and running. Yeah, but it's fine. It just is, most people, it's not a dedicated router. So it's someone else is using the bandwidth for the internet, for like they're on their phone, someone's watching YouTube. It's like in an office, using a router that everyone's using the Wi-Fi of, it's shrinking the bandwidth, right? I use a dedicated router. It's right over there. And for better results, like you should be closer. So like a tennis court size would be better than a basketball court size, probably. You know what I mean? Like, but a tennis court is like 100%, the whole coverage of a tennis court easily. Like that would be no problem. And like a Wimbledon, like that would be, you'd get it fine. I just use a 5G dedicated router. Okay. I'm going to start with cinematic, like idols. So just like, idols, you're waiting at the end of a corridor. Things like that. So let's just start. We're just going to start it. We're going to go. If you have any mocap suggestions, throw it out in the chat. Otherwise, here we go. And I'm going to move over slightly even more, because I want to get it all. Actually, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. What's more important, actually, let's make me bigger. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Cinematic Idol 01. Let's do another calibration. They're easy to do. It's gonna make the mocap better. No, it's an add-on, I believe, Twisted Journey. But you can go in and download Rokoko Studio and test it out for free. There is a 14-day free trial, or 30-day free trial for Studio Pro. I'm not sure, actually. I should know. Check the website. Okay, here we go. Very simple. Very easy. Okay, let's do another one that's like a little bit more like warm-up. It's like cinematic warm-up. Okay, cinematic warm-up. Let's take a peek at that. So I gotta fix that. It's not bad. I'm thinking silhouettes, kind of. What would look good as like a silhouette? It's good. It's good. I like this. Yeah. Okay, let's try it with a rifle. Is there any way Twisted Journey use iClone face capture? Was wondering if there's a link. Oh no. So yeah, for iClone, there is no plugin for Rokoko Studio, unfortunately. I gotta do a calibration. Yeah, so you have to use their system. So what I would do is, I would just hit record in both systems. Or what you can do is there's a great iClone plugin for Rokoko, so you could just record it all in real time in iClone, but then you don't get to use the Rokoko foot contact cleanup, which is a bummer. So yeah. No memo. There's still no way to create a loop. We're working on it. I know it's a great feature from the original studio, but it's not yet. What's going on, Alberto? Good to see you. Workflow's coming out. I might send it to you to vet it first, just to see what you think. Your control rig plays a big part in it. Okay, so now we're gonna do assault rifle. I got an assault rifle. Assault rifle idols with Spider-Man. Let's go. Kind of fucked it up at the end. Sorry for the language. That's not bad. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's do a gun idol. Like a pistol idol. Yeah, Twisted Journey, it is really expensive. That's the only bummer. Okay. Pistol idle, just doing it with my hands. Let's go. just find idols really useful. Yes, McRibs. Yeah, I was just talking about that on the stream. Yes, we're gonna be putting out new videos soon. I just need to get myself an updated prototype. So hopefully in the next couple weeks. Yeah, they're gonna start shipping end of November is the plan. Oh, I can't wait for that to happen because it is fun to play with it. I got a keyboard that we're gonna be using and doing. I did a keyboard rig that I made in anticipation of it in Cinema with like dynamic keys. Okay, what else are we doing? Okay, I want to do like cool sitting, so we'll do some cool sitting now. Okay, here we go. Some cool sitting. Not bad. We could do like impatiently waiting. I like that. This is always going to be a bit of a mess with retargeting with the hands. Again, something the coil fixes, which is nice. Fixes to a degree, right? It depends on the character. Okay, let's do impatiently waiting now. Here we go. Feel the impatience. We could do a cinematic rise, investigation kind of. I always think that's good. We'll edit these foot contacts, make this look a little bit better. Looks pretty good though. You can see, yeah. Ooh, look, Spider-Man looks impatient. Okay. Yeah, let's do like a superhero type rise kind of thing. A rise and walk. Could be useful. I want to do like slashing through. Yeah, we can fix this. I'm curious here. I just want to remove segment. Much better, yeah. See, oh my god, what a massive difference just doing a little editing. That looks like, and it's still, we still need to fix this leg, but so much better. That's a cool rise. It's good, just like little idle things I always like. Okay, what else? What else? We do like a monster-y type idol or a zombie idol. That's always fun. I like doing a zombie idol. Let's do one of those. Here we go. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good zombie, if I do say so myself. Looking good right out the bat. Not as stumbly as it could be, perhaps. Okay, what else? What else? Not too idle. Yeah. Okay, I kind of want to do like a big monster like smashing things, kind of. So we'll see. Let's see what we get with that. Perhaps used for just some, I don't know, some quick smashing. This is when it pays not to be wearing socks, because I'm definitely like stumbling weirdly and moving weirdly because of the socks. That's not bad. Yeah, but you can see I stumble because of the socks. Right there. Ugh. It's okay. We'll keep it. Pretty good. Pretty good overall. Yep, a little rampage. What else? What else? What else? Anything anybody wants to see? Anything? Any suggestions? Recommendations? What else would be good that I think? You know what? We could just do some like like sword idols. Let's just do some sword idols. How about that? Let's do a couple sword idols. Not bad. pretty good actually. That looks really good. And the hands, if you were using Alberto's control rig, would be very easy to solve for a two-handed weapon. That actually looks quite good. And other than that, we're gonna do let's do the face capture idle. And other than that, we're gonna start editing. We're gonna edit this mocap. Okay, so in order to do some face capture, I've got my new Headrig. Again, these guys just went out as well. Super awesome. So I'm going to throw this guy on. There's a bit of Velcro that comes with the Headrig that you can stick onto the back of the clamp here. And if we put this on and then clamp it down, pretty tight. I want it to be pretty tight on my head. I can remove the head sensor from my headband here. Take the headband off, put the head sensor on the back of the Headrig. Then I've got my iPhone. I'm going to get onto the same Wi-Fi network that my computer is on, which is the offline router again. Do a little searching. Here we go. Bing, body, boom. As soon as I get on and I open up the Rokoko Face Capture app, here, let's get out of this take. We will see, look, we have iPhone. Maybe you can't see it. Right here, iPhone. Hey, go to connect. I get a little thing coming up in my, on a prompt on the screen here. And then we are going to drag this face capture onto my character. And we got to connect again. Sometimes you have to connect again. So I got a warning on my phone. iPhone, connect, right? Allow. Up. Here I am. And I just slip my iPhone into the clamp. We had to get rid of the magnetic system. It just wasn't working. It wasn't good enough. And there we go. Face capture works awesome. And we're going to do a little calibration pose. And then we're just going to do some idles. So here, actually, no, we're fine. Here, let's calibrate, because why not? And then let's calibrate again. Yeah. Oh, weird. Getting some wonkiness on here. Wonder why that is. Okay, let's try it again. Got to fix the positioning. Okay, so we're gonna hit record and we're gonna do a bunch of just idly type things that can be used generally for facial motion capture. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, So that might have been very subtle, but that's kind of the point, because I just wanted to make something that you could throw onto a character doing anything just to get a little bit of facial movement happening. And you could use this separate. The idea is that you could use this on a character, like on a metahuman, using any type of motion capture. Yeah, looks pretty good. So there we go. So we are done recording. Boom. Yeah. This sort of thing is just useful, I find, to have. So I disconnected my suit, disconnected my glovies, and let's go through. We're going to clean this up. Ooh, look at that hair, baby. We're going to clean this up. We're going to rename them, and then I'm going to show you how to export them. And then if we have time, we're going to hop into Unreal and take a look at them on a character really quickly. Okay. So let's change this guy back. Boom. How we looking? Looking pretty good. And, of course, we are going to turn our sexy blur back on, because that's what that's what I like. Background blur. Make me look cool. Looks so much better. It's crazy. Okay. So let's go through and let's edit and rename this motion capture. And we're just gonna go through each shape. This is what we're doing today. We're focusing on the editing part and the cleanup and how you just do we recorded a bunch of mocap. What do we do with it now? So this one, let's just play through it and we'll see. And we're just gonna edit all this in real time, And so I have foot locks enabled, right? And you can see right here, we have our first little contender, right? Right foot should come up off the ground right there. So I'm going to bring this all the way back. And then kind of go back, and we'll deal with the exact placement again in a bit. And you can see I'm just making sure that the system has all the info it needs. And sometimes with subtle moves like this, you can see it's going to need a little bit of guidance because it's going to think, hey, he did not lift his foot up off the ground, but I did, and it will make a bit of a difference in how this all looks. So this is a pretty standard part of Rokoko motion capture. Yeah. And then this guy comes off. Till about here. You'll see. See, look at how much better it's already looking. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's not catching these little guys. So there's a little bit of cleanup on this one. And that's kind of just part of the game again. That's why I wanted to do this whole stream based on this, to show the best kind of way to do this if you want really... if I was just doing an Instagram video, I would not do half as much editing as I'm doing now. But I wanna do it right. So we're going to do it right. Kind of want to put the music back on. This looks great. Little tiny foot contacts. He just doesn't want to do it. You can see what a massive difference it's making even in mocap as simple as this. It's just needed sometimes. If I was doing different idols, I wouldn't have needed to do as much. And how long did that take, honestly? That was a minute? I don't know. Honestly, I should probably do this one too. honestly, like totally, like honestly. Yeah, and you can see, you have context of, you can look at the feet and kind of tell that when it hits the ground, when it lands, you can see the leg is bending, right? And so you can kind of tell what the natural foot plants are. And sometimes it just takes a little messing with it. And here we go, blah, blah, blah. Let's do one here too. And yeah, this one as well. Yeah, this was a pretty good take, but also did not pick up a lot of these subtle movements. Yeah. What a difference that makes. Yeah, so this looks great. Cinematic Idol 01. Call it Idol Cinematic 01. Done. Gloop. And we named it. So let's go to 2. So this is another one. So you can see already in here, I can tell like a lot of things like this little guy right here, that's a faux, I don't know. That's not real. The little tiny sliver things, usually like stuff like this, that little guy, these little, maybe I was jogging then, so I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, those little things usually. So this is picking up actually a lot more of those subtle motions, actually, which is interesting. Yep. Need some finessing. Wow, what a difference it can make. Amazing. Boom. Boom. That looks pretty good. You can see the amount, it really allows the result to sing when you just go through and do a little editing. It's just part of the game. Like those I'm going to leave. I don't know. They look fine, I think. You're kind of getting the impression that the feet are rising, which is all I really care about. Those are like real footsteps, so I give them a little bit more breath. Like this tap, I didn't need to add a thing onto. Here we go. This is going to be interesting. I don't know how it liked this. Yeah. Weird. Okay, so it thinks my feet are hitting the ground every time I shake my leg. Cool. That looks pretty good. Yeah, it doesn't like these things, doesn't like this. Yeah, looks good. There we go, done. I don't know, a minute and a half, yeah. This one was more complicated. Has kind of subtle little touches. Okay, so we're gonna call this Idle Cinematic. Wait, was this the warm-up one? Yeah, this is the warm-up. Idle warm-up. Probably don't need the 001. Just idle cinematic. Okay, clip 3. Assault rifle idle. And again, let's give it a little help here. Yeah, and then this needs a little help too. Yeah, there we go. Looks great. And you can see, here we go. Foot gets let up. Foot gets let up. That was a little bit too late. Boop, boop. Left foot should have landed by now. Add a keyframe. We just actually put out a tutorial going through this cleanup process in more detail. And you can tell that that should have been let go a lot earlier. See? Look. Oop, looks perfect now. This looks great. I do not think that's how you're supposed to carry an assault rifle. I guess you sometimes you do it like this. You hold it underneath your arm, I guess. That looks pretty good. We're going to call this idle rifle. I think this is pistol check. Just like a guard. There we go. Sorry for the silence. Yeah, we are going to fix this. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, looks good. This should go all the way to here. And this should go all the way to here. Looks great. Call this idle pistol. Clip 5. Cool sitting. So there's not going to be much editing here. And as long as the feet are in contact with the ground, our character is not going to move anywhere. It's not going to drift anywhere. It should have just looked okay. This looks great. Okay, so here we go. We do need to edit this, right? I might lock it to the ground a little bit earlier. Ugh, that does not look good. Oh, interesting. Okay, no. This got all wonked out. Let's undo all this. Okay, starting positions are all off. I'm just going to remove these. Sometimes you just need to kind of play with it a little bit. I mean, this looks good. Weird. I feel like I could clean up those a little bit, but this looks pretty good. Interesting. Unfortunately, I did not like that. That looks okay. Weird. Okay, yeah, I guess I was just sitting too much, so this one might be a bit of a wash. I'm gonna remove it. We don't need it. We're better without it. Oh man, we undid some of our pistol cleanup. Oh no, we didn't. Weird. Yeah, we did. Bother. Okay, let's go in and fix this really quick. Let's take this guy down to here. And let's take this one down to here. Yeah. Looks great. Okay, that is idle pistol. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, this is angry waiting. Angry sitting. Okay, let's remove segment. And you can try and tell the cadence of the footsteps. So it can kind of, like you can tell this is probably wrong, right? Just given how the rest of the pattern of the footsteps are. Yeah, see? It was. Like this will probably be wrong right here. Yeah, it was. Looks great. I think that's fine. I think I'd leave that like that. Honestly, sometimes you don't want to mess with stuff that just seems to be working. This one needs to be released. Yep. Looks great. And again, you can kind of see there's like a natural flow to the footsteps. You should be able to tell if one, just by kind of looking at it, right, is like wrong. Like these are probably all wrong. I bet this is not a segment. Kind of. It was a segment. This one, way too small. Look at this. Looks so good. Looks so good. Man, that looks awesome. Spidey. Looking great. Okay, so that's great. That's idle, impatient. Impatient sitting. Is that how you spell impatient? Yes, it is. But patience is spelled very differently. English. Such a terrible language. Okay. Okay, this is the superhero rise. We did a little editing of this already. And by superhero rise, I mean kind of having like that, right? Having like a shot, you could have a shot where it's like Spider-Man rises. And then looks right at the camera. Look at this. Spidey. This looks pretty great. We'll call this Idol Superhero Rise. Ooh, zombie, crazy zombie idol. Zombie crazy. I don't think this needs any editing. Anything that looks bad here just kind of looks like zombie-ish. Ooh, that's so good. What else do we got? What else do we got? See, you can see this one right here. Nope. You are not a real footstep. I know it. Ooh, look. That guy definitely needs to be set free. That right foot. Look at that. Yeah. Big time. This is going to be too small. Sometimes you go a little bit too fast for the processing thing, but okay. Oh, look at that. Let go of my foot. Ground. Oop, not quick enough. Not quick enough. Whoa, weird. Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, we gotta lock this down way earlier. There we go. There you go. That looks better. This one's gonna be weird. This is not the best take. Not the best monster smashing take. It's a good kick. It's a good kick right there. It's not bad. Turn off footlocks. Looks a little weird there. That's okay. That's pretty good. I don't love this. I'm not naming that because that might not be a good take. Well, this is good. This was good. Footlock's back on. This looks good. That's really good. Good sword. Yeah. Because I'm wearing socks. God, it is good to sword. What is it? Action, sword, cuts, sword, slash. We could call it idle sword slash because it's they're all idols. We're idling. Ooh, look at this. Look at how even this is. Which one was this? Oh, this is the monster one we didn't name. Yeah, I guess it did look okay. I don't know. Oh, and this is face capture idol. Face idol face capture. Okay, there we go. That's it. So that's our little pack. of idles that we did today. Boom, boom, boom. So let's go ahead and I'm going to export all of these. We're going to do 2 versions of exports. You can see I'm selecting all of them to be exported. I'm going to detach Spider-Man, and I'm going to remove him from my scene because I want to be sure that it's just Newton. It's just my mocap. I don't want any extra geometry showing up in there. And so we are going to do 2 versions of exports. We're going to do a Mixamo T-pose one, and we're going to do an Unreal one. So I got them all selected, right? We're going to batch export them. For the first one, FBX, body mesh. We're just going to set it to Mixamo. It's going to be to do a T-pose, binary, frame rate 24, I suppose. I always do things in 30, but we'll do 24. And we will set the location as Mocap Variety Pack Idols. Select folder. You know what? We're going to put this in a subfolder called Mixamo. Select. Export. There we go. 1 of 9. We're just going to go through and it's going to export all of them. And yeah, that should be good. And then we're going to do an Unreal one too. And I think we're going to leave it there because we have to leave this to be just about an hour today. But this was pretty good. But I'm going to go through and make sure that these are exported. And maybe we'll even take some photos of different poses or something. Sword slash was really good. That sword slash looked pretty darn good. So yeah, and what's going on? Then next week we're going to be dropping the Unreal Engine tutorial. Wanted to do it this week, but just kept adding things to it, finding flaws and fixing things and re-editing it. But that's almost done. It's really a solid 2 videos now, one focused specifically on metahumans, one focused on other Unreal motion capture retargeting, because the metahumans kind of have their own thing going on. I'm going to redo that and export all actors as individual files. Actually, I'm just going to do it for face capture. Because for face capture, we want separate face capture and then body. So you want to keep those separate. Let me go. Oh, that's what that is. Never mind. Oh yeah, export out. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, now we're gonna go through and we're gonna do it for Unreal skeleton. So to put things into Unreal, we want to select the Unreal Engine 4, skeleton. And if you're curious about the workflow for that, in the meantime, but before we get the new tutorial out, I didn't click face, of course. So I will need to do that again for face. But in 2 weeks ago, I think, or 3 weeks ago now, I think it was 2 streams ago, we did an Unreal workflow stream where, again, Alberto Flores from the Discord, AFO1, has really helped me out understanding Unreal. I think I have a pretty good workflow for it now. And yeah, we go through it in that live stream. So, Shadow Games, how does one get sponsored? You could reach out to our Instagram, probably is the best way, directly. Honestly, send us a message. I don't think we really have any spots that we're doing right now, but if you have a sweet profile and demo reel, you know, we're always looking for people to work with. So connect to us via Instagram, Shadow Games. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. Okay. So what else? No, yeah, so this is all going to be on the free resources page at rokoko.com. And we're going to be adding a lot more things to that soon. Let's go there right now. Okay, hold on. So now I am going to uncheck all these. And we're going to re-export the face capture with face checked on. And then we're going to go and we're going to do it for Mixamo skeleton to the Mixamo folder. And that's it. Then we're done. We can give out the mocap. 24 FPS, unfortunately. Done. Now let's do a Mixamo one, and let's switch the folder back to the Mixamo folder. We got face selected, export clips. And now if we go in, we should see, hopefully, a new... FBX, I'm not sure though. Yeah, new one popped in. Look at that. Look what we got. We got a moving face. It should be moving. I'm not sure if it'll show up in here. Yep. You just can't see the eye blinks. Cool. So we are actually just we're gonna leave it there today. But yeah, as I said, the mocap that we recorded and cleaned up and just exported will be on the resources, free 3D assets, free mocap page right here. You know, called Variety, Idol Variety, Cinematic Idols. Maybe it'll be called. Because I think that's what these could be used for. And yeah, and if we do want to go in, I have an Unreal project open actually already. What do I have in here? Do I have a good character in here? We add a character. Here, let's add a character to this thing. Library. Barbarian girl. What am I in? Test? I'm doing something else. Let's add her to the project. Let's import some motion capture. The way that we import mocap in Unreal, you go to import, you go find your motion capture. You have to have already brought in the starter pack for the third person template, because that'll give us the the Unreal 4 mannequin. Let's import / No, let's import zombie crazy. That one looked cool. And then we're going to import it onto the SK mannequin skeleton. We want to use T0 as ref pose, import animations, import all. Looky. Here we got our motion capture of our zombie. I'm crazy. Here we got our barbarian girl. Let's go into the mesh. Let's go into the skeleton. Let's go to skeleton. Let's go to window. This is all going to be in the tutorial. Asset details. Make this a compatible skeleton. Save it. Let's add her to the scene. Let's change it to use a animation asset. And look what we got here. I hate the player start. It's a zombie. That easy. Mocap on our dynamic cloth-based Unreal character. On our very wide-angle camera. Wow, look at that hair. A little crazy. But there we go. Process those shaders. Prepare them. Let's create a new level sequence. Let's call it new level sequence. Let's get really dirty with it. Boom. Let's pull in the animation. Now we can just scroll through it at our leisure. Pretty cool. So yeah, that was it. That's it. And we'll put the mocap up and we'll be ready to go. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna call it there, everyone. Thanks for sticking around. And yeah, this was a good one. Just straight up motion capture. And we'll see you next week. Okay. Have a good weekend, everyone. Bye bye. See you on the next office hours.